Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'll be bringing you today's episode. As always, please hit that like and subscribe button. We have a ton of content coming out for you guys every single day. You don't want to miss a thing. And please tune in on Thursdays at 6 o'clock for our live chat with us. And on Tuesdays, likely around 4:30, we're going to have a second premiere episode with the live chat. Hopefully I can make those. Haven't missed one yet. And all this is just leading up to our live stream events that we hope to start in 6 to 12 weeks. And we do want to do a shout out of appreciation to Wes and anybody else that has given us a tip during these live chats. It's just going to help us get to where we're trying to get all the quicker. And otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and jump into today's video. Now, today's video was sent to us by one of our fans. They said they had seen it on another channel. I'm not too sure which channel. There's some other fantastic craps channels out there, guys. Color Up, Hawaiian Crap Shooters. There's some great ones out there. A lot of fun to watch. Some great people. So I'm not too sure where they may have pulled this from. Whoever they pulled it from, definitely appreciate you guys having it and featuring it. And they say they'd given this a try a few times and just wanted to send it to us. So the way this works, the way this one works is, let's say we're on a $10 table, because we need to know what the minimum units are. So we're on a $10 table. We're going to place the 6 and 8 for $12 each. We want to go with whatever the minimum bet is on the table. Then after that is going to be a come bet. Okay? And what we are shooting for, what we are looking for, is we are looking for 4 numbers in action. There's no odds placed on these. We start placing odds once we actually start hitting a profitability point, which is going to take a little while. Now, one thing about this is that they say that the 6 and 8, you always want the 6 and 8 working for you. You always want the 6 and 8 to be 2 of your 4 numbers. So, if something were to travel, then you're going to take your payout, place another come bet. Right, you're going to be down with odds, but you still have the 6 going. So you're always going to want the 6 and 8 as 2 of your 4 numbers. If there happens to be a winning point, let's say you do a come bet and you get a winner 9. Right? So your come bet travels. Now is when you may choose to do a pass line bet. They suggest doing a pass line bet so that you may have 4 numbers. Because if one of these other ones rolls, say the 5, you now have 4 numbers going. You have the 5, the 6, the 8, and the 9. Now if something else rolls, let's say a 9, you'll get paid on it, and you're going to leave a come bet out because you only have 3 numbers working, your 9, your 6, and your 8. Let's say it was an 8 that rolled. You wouldn't get paid at all because your place bets are off. They don't say anything about having place bets working during the come out roll. So you're going to come down, but then you're going to go ahead and do another come bet. You're always looking for these 4 numbers to be in action. You definitely want the 6 and 8 always working for you, always in action. And you're looking for that 4th number. You're waiting for something to travel so that you can stand fast and have your 4 numbers. Although what you're really hoping for is you're hoping for some off and on action. You're hoping for repeaters. You're hoping that, say, the 9 rolls, you make $10. Say the 9 rolls again, you make $10. Right? Let's say the 9 rolls again, you make $10. You're at $30 at this point, and you basically have 32 going in action because this is pretty much shielded from a 7. So at this point, you may choose to do odds on your come bet, or you may choose to wait until another payout hits, say a 6 hits or something along those lines, so that you are solidly in the profit, and then at that point, you start placing odds. So let's take a look at this. Let's analyze this. And see what they're going for. So what they're going for is they're going for 4 numbers. Now, even if they hit an off and on situation 4 times in a row, they're only looking at $40 in profit. Maybe a little bit more if, say, 6 or an 8 rolls, because they'll get paid their 14 to begin with. So you're looking for multiple numbers to hit. They don't really start placing odds and really start looking to get profitable until they are already in the profit zone. So what that means is that this strategy is targeting the later rolls. It's targeting kind of the mid-range rolls. Looking for multiple numbers to hit. Well, if you keep in mind that generally, statistically, a number isn't going to repeat within the first 6 rolls, that means that you're probably looking at the first 12 rolls in order for that. You're looking for 12 rolls without a 7 in order to start having things repeat. If you break the statistics, you might have 2 repeaters, maybe a third, possibly maybe a third repeater. So you might get paid 3 times within 12 rolls, unless again you just have those odd balls or the same number of rolls 3 or 4 times in a row. It happens, and that's what most strategies are looking for. Most strategies are looking for a repeater that continues to hit outside of a statistical likelihood. So my estimation of this is that you're going to have those rolls that, again, break those statistics and has the same number roll repeatedly so that you get paid. But outside of that, on average, this strategy is looking at probably breaking even on the rolls of 12 to 15 roll long hands. So that's its kind of its break-even point is 2 or 3 times longer than the average roll is going to be. If someone comes 1 in 6 times, I usually look at the 6 rolls as kind of the average roll. So you're looking at ones 3 times longer than 2 to 3 times longer than the average roll, just to hit your break-even point. Now that doesn't keep in mind all those rolls that were less than that lost money. You're not going to lose as much if you have a few numbers hit. Instead of losing $20, $30, $40, maybe you lose $10 or $15 or $20. Maybe even just $5 if you have a decent number of payouts occurring. But you're going to lose money on most of your rolls. You hit those exceptional rolls, those really, really good rolls, and you might hit your break-even point for that particular roll. But to make up for the other rolls where you lost money, it's going to take a little bit longer. So to me, this is targeting a 20-minute roll. You don't start doing odds until you're in the profitability zone. So you're looking for 18 to 24 rolls of the dice without a 7, most likely to really start rolling in some profit. And that's where you actually just start placing odds. Maybe you've made up your initial bet, plus you've made up what you've lost in all your other rolls. So now you start making odds. Maybe you're sitting on an even bankroll from when you started, and now you start placing odds. So you're really still not actually making a profit because you're still having to keep throwing in money for your odds and such like that. So that's my estimation of this particular strategy. That's my view on the strategy is it's kind of targeting a 25 to 30 minute hand. It really, really is. Or just a really oddball hand that just has the same number rolling repeatedly, which does happen. Like all strategies, this will make money on a longer roll, and that's what you're shooting for. Unfortunately, what I see with this strategy is its break-even point is really far along, and it doesn't have a super high profitability if you catch a monster roll. So the break-even point is pretty deep into the roll, and if you go into a utterly fantastic and incredible and amazing roll, your profitability is only kind of mid-range. So this is definitely a grinder type strategy, just kind of sit at the table for a long time and have fun with it, I suppose, without really trying to break the bank in either direction. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you very much for watching. And please keep sending us these strategies. We'll catch you guys next time.